Okay,
I think we're good to go. Hold on. It's loading.
we are live on YouTube as well. So, yeah, guys, we are going to start our live session now. Um, so, yeah, good day and good evening to everyone joining us from Latin America and South Africa. So, my name is Mornay. I'm JobDoc's content writer, and as always, I'm joined by my friend and co-host Carol. And yeah, guys, today we are going to discuss Jobapalooza. It's our 2-day virtual job fair that's coming up pretty soon. It's going to be an amazing event. So you are going to learn more about the event today. And yeah, Carol, are you excited about today's live session?
I'm super excited to talk about everything that is coming up with the Jobapalooza. That name is super catchy. I love saying Jobapalooza. I feel like it's so fun. And yeah, Morne, I'm really excited to have you as a co-host. It is always really fun to be here and to hear everyone's questions, comments, whatever you guys may have, any concern. You guys can go ahead and write them in the chat and we will answer your questions. In the meantime, we're going to talk a little bit more about Jobapalooza. So you guys might be asking what Jobapalooza is. So it's a virtual, 100% virtual job fair, and it's really exciting because we have a couple of updates regarding our new application process, new jobs, like a lot of things that I know that right now, whoever is joining, we can give you a couple of minutes, probably 1 minute or two. Um, to hear all about this because I know that there are new jobs that you guys have never heard of and that will could resonate with your skills. So without any further ado, Morne, I'm going to talk about what Jobapalooza is. So I just mentioned that Jobapalooza is a 100% virtual job fair and it will be hosted on September 8th and September 9th, which is a Monday and a Tuesday. And we will welcome you with an event that we have been making a lot of changes. That's what I just mentioned. And apart from that, we will have different time scheduled just so that people that are in South Africa or in other um time zone can be able to join. Or for example, if you work in the morning, but you're looking for a remote job, you can join us in the evening or however you feel. For example, let me tell you guys what the times will be. So on day one, we will start, which is a Monday, September 8th. You guys write that down. It will be at 1 p.m. EDT. And then on day two, which is September 9th, you guys, we will start at 9 a.m. EDT. So you guys remember, first day it will be at 1 p.m. EDT, and the second day it will be at 9 a.m. EDT. So if you guys have any concerns, if you guys didn't hear that quite correctly, or if you guys didn't write that down, you can always go into our social media. That's where we always put up reminders of what time our events will be. And then with that, you will be good to go.
Yeah, exactly. No, thank you so much, Carol. So both days will start off with a welcome session and presentation. So that basically means that we are going to interact with you. We want to hear where you're from. We also want to know why you attended our job fair, Jobapalooza. It's all about getting to know you. So it is going to be via the comment section. And you can send your questions there as well. We are always here to assist you. It's going to be a fun session, the welcoming session. And then furthermore, for the presentation, we are going to cover 4 sessions presenting who we are, our milestones, career opportunities, and more. And this will allow you to learn more about our company and determine if what we offer is something you'd like to be part of. So on September 8th at 1 p.m. EDT, we will host the first welcome session and presentation. And then at 3 p.m. EDT, we will host a presentation. So keep in mind the welcome session is only during the first sessions of both days. And then for September 9th at 9 a.m. EDT, it will be another welcome session and presentation. And at 11 a.m. EDT, we will host another presentation.
Yes, Morne, thank you for giving us all the details. As I mentioned previously, we do have a recent change with our application process. So if you guys want to hear all about that, you guys will be more than welcome to join us for the application tour that will go about on September 8th at 2 p.m. EDT. So make sure and change the EDT to your time zone. That will be on September 8th. And then on September 9th, which is the second day, we will host that again at 10 a.m. EDT. So if you guys don't have an opportunity to go in and hear about all of the changes that were made to the application process, you guys can always go in the 9th at 10 a.m. EDT, and we'll be really happy to have you guys there and hear your questions, any concerns that you guys may have regarding the application process. Remember, the more details you guys receive, the better. So I hope that everyone that is looking into applying to JobDeck or wants to find out about these recent changes, you guys can go ahead and join us and see what this is all about.
Yeah, no, exactly, guys. And we are basically so excited about this event because we believe it's going to be the biggest job fair we've ever hosted. So, furthermore, we are also going to have a session, real stories from our team members. And during this session, you will meet some of our team members who will share their honest take on what it's like to work with JobDoc. They're also going to give you valuable tips and advice you can follow. And also answer any questions you have. So normally when we host live sessions, we get questions like, can you please give me some tips regarding the interview and whatnot? But during this session, you can join us and ask our team members, what is your work-life balance like? What is it like working remotely? Our team members are there to answer your questions. I mean, even, job doc related questions, in regards to remote work tips and stuff, you can ask those questions as well. But yeah, we want you to meet some of our team members, super nice people joining us on the day. It's going to be an incredible session. So the real stories from our team members will take place on September 8th at 4 p.m. EDT. And this exciting hour will also close off day one, Jobapalooza.
Yes, so you guys, apart from Morne and I, as Morne just mentioned, we will have other hosts, other coworkers from our marketing team, for example, but as well other staffers that are more than happy to share their wonderful experience that they've had at JobDeck. For example, if you guys have seen Weekly Teas, you guys know that there it's a segment where I personally interview staffers that are currently working with JobDeck or with US-based law firms, and they talk a little bit more about what their experience was during the application process or even working with coworkers that are from other places of the world. Because, for example, I'm from Mexico, Morne is from South Africa, but we have other team members are from Argentina, even Colombia, I mean, Honduras, all the countries that we hire from. And it's always really nice to hear everyone's experience that they've had getting to know these new cultures, our new because I mean, I always say that my coworkers are like my friends because I mean, we share 8 hours of our day together. So it's pretty impossible to not talk or to just like be on our computers. I know that sometimes hearing that we work from home, it could sound like it's a little bit isolating, but personally, I believe that at JobDuck we do have a huge, I could say, like orientation into being very working in a team, being very nice to your coworkers and being very supportive. So I think that that always helps with a work from home job because that way you don't feel so isolated from like the real world. I mean, I know that this is the real world, but it's at the end of the day, it is a virtual position. So you're in front of a computer, but at the same time, you're talking with real people. So it is really nice to have that. So you guys will have the chance to talk to a couple of those coworkers that I'm so happy to talk to you guys about, and you will hear their experiences. So apart from that, these sessions, the Jobapalooza, it's not something that happens like all the time, once a month, or even nothing like that. I believe the last one that we had was January. Was it Morne? I believe it was, which was a while ago, almost a year ago. So, and you guys remember that the seats are limited. It's not it's not going to be a live session because you do have to register to be part of the Jobapalooza. We will be having a webinar as well to close the Jobapalooza. And you guys remember that we do have two times scheduled. So if you can't attend the first day or if you can't attend the second day, we repeat the same thing so that you guys will be able to join us whichever day best accommodates you guys.
Yeah, 100%. Thank you so much, Carol. And also, guys, I would like to announce that we are also going to host a webinar. That will be on September 9th at 12 p.m. EDT. That's basically going to close off Jobapalooza. And the title is Inside Our New Hiring Process, Everything You Need to Know. Guys, this is going to be an extremely insightful webinar. As mentioned earlier, Carol mentioned, that we have made changes, and from now on, every open position on our career site will be tied directly to a live US employer request. So what that basically means is that your application could be the very one that fills a role immediately. So that is exciting news, guys. During this webinar, Carol and myself are going to host this webinar. We are basically going to walk you guys through on how to apply. We are going to give you super insightful tips. Caro and I really took the time to get together, behind the scenes to discuss the webinar and to find the most valuable tips that could assist you at the end of the day to work with us. So it is going to be a super, super insightful webinar. We would have loved to actually host it today, during this session, but unfortunately, it's going to be a full hour. And so we are saving it up for Jobapalooza, and we hope you all can enjoy that session. I'm also seeing here on YouTube that one of our team members uh, has shared the link to register. So please be sure to check that out. You can basically just click the link and register for the event. As Carol mentioned, we have limited seats available, guys. On our end, we can see the data on how many people are currently, registering and getting ready to join Jobapalooza, and the seats are filling fast. That's why we have this special live session today, guys, to remind you to please register for Jobapalooza before it's too late. It's going to be 2 days of a festival, to be honest. And also, you only need to register once for both days, and then you can decide whichever day you would like to attend. So we can basically recap the schedule. So Jobapalooza Day 1 is on September 8th. It starts at 1 p.m. up until 5 p.m. EDT. At 1 p.m., we will have the welcome session and presentation. 2 p.m. will be a step-by-step application tour. 3 p.m. will be job docs presentation, and 4 p.m. will be real stories from our team. Then for day 2, which is at September 9th at 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. EDT, at 9, we will have the welcome session and presentation. 10 a.m., a step-by-step application tour. 11 a.m., job docs presentation. And 12 p.m., finally, to close off our Jobapalooza, we will have Inside Our New Hiring Process. Everything you need to know, our special, special webinar. So yeah, Carol, I'm super excited about this event. I can't wait. I think it's going to be amazing. What do you think?
Me as well. I'm really excited. Honestly, Jabapalooza, I feel like it's always really nice to see the other side of people being excited to apply or to hear new job positions. And I'm really excited that right now we can offer a better way to apply changes. And I mean, this is probably the first time that we will be talking about this. So, I mean, you guys, what better to join than a Jobapalooza? And that makes me really excited. So we do, as Morne said, we do have limited seats. So make sure and register. You only have to register once. It's not hard to register, so no worries on that end. And we do have a question saying where do we hire from? We currently hire from Argentina, Brazil, Chile, Colombia, Honduras, Mexico, and El Salvador, and South Africa. Okay, you guys, so if you heard your country there, make sure and go into our job position openings and see which one matches your skills best and read all of the details that we have regarding tips, previous experiences, testimonials, blogs, whatnot, before you apply so that you can feel 100% sure with your application. Because sometimes we receive a couple of questions, sometimes you can miss a step, or I mean, it's really important to read really de in a very, very detailed way each part of your application process. But I'm sure that something that helps a lot is going into our website and checking out all of the resources that we have to offer. Okay, you guys, make sure to go ahead and send in your questions.
Okay, someone would also like to learn more about the application process. So basically what you guys need to do is step one is to submit your application. That basically means you browse our available positions and select one role that matches your skills and experience. After that, obviously, you click apply for the role you selected. Then you will need to create an account to begin the application process. Once you are logged in, you need to complete the steps and click submit now. Then for the second step, you will need to record the initial interview. That basically means if your application meets our requirements, you will be invited to record a quick video introduction. And this is your chance to help us get to know you beyond your resume, you know? And
If
then for the,
you, sorry,
yeah, no, please continue, Paul.
no, so sorry. Sorry, Morne. I interrupted you. I was gonna say if you guys heard the name, the word video, you have to record a video, and you guys are like, ah, I have never recorded a video or I have never talked in front of a camera. Um, please don't be afraid. I mean, I have actually a video vlog talking about tips regarding your video, so no worries about that. I know it can seem a little bit nerve-wracking to put your place your your computer camera or even your cell phone camera and record yourself, but I swear, I mean, people from HR are really nice. They know that it's the first time you could be recording a video, or maybe you're very shy with the camera and whatnot, but they will make you feel comfortable. And honestly, I remember when I recorded my video back in the day, it was probably the first time I was like talking to a camera, and look at me now. No, I'm just kidding. And it was like about a minute long or less. I'm not sure. And I remember it went by so fast. It was even harder for me to like not talk more than I had to than to record the video. So, um, please don't be afraid of that video. And I mean, Morne, go ahead. Sorry to interrupt you. I thought you were done, and I just didn't want to pass up the opportunity because probably some people heard I have to record a video and they like automatically put themselves on blank.
Yeah, no, 100%, Pal. No, that's good advice. Yeah, Carol said it best. Uh, I know, back in the day when I also applied, it's the same situation. If you need to record a video, sometimes, we are a bit shy, we are human. But yeah, the team is super understanding. And yeah, guys, just be yourself, enjoy the process. It is amazing. And our application process is also shorter now than before. So yeah, just enjoy the process. It is going to be amazing. So basically, after the second step, that is to record your initial interview, you will have the screening conversation. So if our team moves forward with your application, you will have a short conversation with one of our team members to discuss your background, expectations, and next steps. Once that's done, you will need to upload the necessary documents. That includes your ID, references, and any other requirement documents through our online application system. And basically, after that step five, you will have the US employer interview. So that means you are going to get your interview with our US employer. Once again, guys, we all know how stressful it can be to attend the interview, but at the end of the day, just be yourself and show up professional, show up on time, and yeah, just be ready to answer any questions. And yeah, we are pretty sure you will do an amazing job. And then after the US employer interview, it basically means it's time to celebrate because you will receive your offer and then you will need to sign the agreement, and we will basically guide you through onboarding, and yeah, then welcome to the team. And that's our application process now, guys. It's 6 steps. Well, time to celebrate, that's our final step. And yeah, we are pretty sure that if you guys apply now, you are going to have an amazing time. And we are always here to support you as well. For instance, we have these live sessions and our team members are also there. We have Mr. Eric, he's assisting with the questions currently on social media. You can always DM us, you can send us emails. You can download our resources, read our blogs, watch the weekly teas. We have a lot of tools and things to help you, land a career with Job Docs. So yeah, that's basically it.
You guys, we have a question regarding what schedule will I be working? You guys, so normally you will be working in an EDT schedule. Am I correct, Morne? Or was it Pacific time? And it honestly depends on your employers. But for example, is it depends. I work from 8:30 a.m. EDT to 5:30 p.m. EDT. Remember, this is with two 15-minute breaks and a 1 hour lunch. Honestly, that 1 hour lunch, it just helps me so much because I feel like I get a quick bite in. I have time to spend with my son, and then I just go out for a little bit to my backyard and like take in the sun and just feel refreshed to come back to work and do whatever I have to do beforehand. And those two 15-minute breaks, honestly, they always go by so fast for me, but because it's always when I have to change my son's diaper, I have to go run a quick errand to the door or whatnot. So, but they are so refreshing. So just to get a quick stretch, because I mean, also something that's really important is having the proper equipment. You guys, an ergonomic chair just so that your back doesn't hurt because you will be sitting down working. Get up, walk. You can even sometimes I even work standing up when I'm really tired of being sitting down or take a meeting standing up. That's always really helpful just to like rest a little bit from sitting down. And yeah. Yeah. So if you guys have any concerns regarding the schedule, you will be notified at what times soon you will be working out once you get in. But just to have a little bit of an idea, it depends also on your time zone. Because for example, Morne, that's in South Africa, that's a complete different thing. Um but me that I'm in Mexico, it's different. And I know that for example, Argentina, I'm not sure that if at all Argentina, I believe not. But for example, Buenos Aires, it's 3 hours ahead of Mexico. So the people that are from Buenos Aires, they have to convert their time zone into EDT. So no worries about that. We also have a concern regarding the payment. So for the payment, you guys, there is a platform that we use that's similar to PayPal that you will be paid through, and it's really intuitive. So no worries. I mean, it's not something like that has to be learned or a software that you have to download, whatnot. It's a really intuitive app. It even has an app on Android and iPhone, so no worries on that end. And you will get the hang of it in a blink of an eye. There will always be someone giving you a helping hand, letting you know all of these details. We give out these details in a little bit more of a broad aspect, but no worries, you will not come in and feel like you have no clue of what you have to do. I remember that a day before I started, I was really nervous. I was even telling my family, like, I don't know, I start tomorrow, but I'm not sure um who's gonna like reach out or what's gonna happen. And I remember I started the first day and there was like someone telling me you have to do A, B, C, D. And I did. Like, I didn't have to do anything else, anything more, and everything's so clear. Like, the whole process is really clear, even though we're a virtual staffing company. So, no worries on that end. You will have clear instructions of everything you need to do. So, if you're nervous that you have to get something resolved before you come in, yes, I mean, you do have to read our resources with tips and whatnot for your application process. But apart from that, all of these tips regarding time zones, regarding payments, regarding what equipment you have to have is on our website. But for example, what I do recommend you guys is getting a good headset. Well, I live in Mexico. I'm not sure you, Morne, that you're in South Africa. If you get a lot of background noise, um, people sell things on the street here. They just go by. There's like a lot of traffic here, outside of my house because Mexico City is wild, and there's like a lot of honks and whatnot. And so there's a lot of no noise, and even like family members sometimes make a lot of noise. So get a good headset that has voice noise canceling so that your coworkers, your boss, whatnot cannot hear all of that background noise. Have your computer, have a good internet, have a notepad and a pen beside you. I know that I use that a lot because sometimes I go in a tangent and I forget what I have to do or have to talk about. And yeah, with that, you guys will be good to go.
Yeah, no, exactly. Thank you so much, Carol. I also have a question, and Timo wants to know from which countries do we hire? Okay, so Timo, that's a great question. Thank you so much for asking. So currently we hire from Argentina, Brazil, Chile, Colombia, El Salvador, Honduras, Mexico, Peru, and South Africa. So those are the countries at the moment. As Carol mentioned earlier regarding the time zones, it is Pacific Standard and Eastern Standard Times. And as you also mentioned, depending on the employers. So, guys, I would just like to highly encourage you all to um, register for our Jobapalooza. Mr. Eric, if you don't mind, could you maybe share the link in the comment section again? I am looking here through our live chat. I'm not really seeing anything else at the moment. But yeah, guys, I mean, it's going to be a super insightful session. 2 days of just amazing sessions where you get to learn more about JobDoc. And we even look at the data when people join Jobapalooza. We see that many people who attend our job fairs are super successful when it comes to the application process and when they apply for one of our career opportunities because we have a whole team for 2 days, with different shifts basically assisting you during those sessions, answering questions, giving you tips. So it's definitely something not to miss. Remember that it is on the 8th and 9th of September, where we will have different sessions such as the welcoming session and presentation, the application tour. We will have real stories from our team members. And then we also have a special webinar inside our new hiring process, everything you need to know. So yeah, we can also see here that people are basically, registering for this special job fair. I mean, it is going to be amazing, and yeah, we can't wait to meet you all. I hope we see Mav and Tammy, people who are joining us, via YouTube. We hope to see you guys there on the day and yeah, just have lovely conversations and tell you guys more about JobDoc because it is special career opportunities. I used to work in the office and honestly, I never thought that I would have worked from home. I was kind of an office guy. And then once I started working from home because COVID happened, during that time, and then I started a remote career, and I will honestly never go back to the office. I'm not missing commuting. I used to drive 2 hours a day to get to my job and to get back. 2 hours a day, and it was extremely expensive. Gas or petrol here in South Africa is not cheap. It's super, super expensive. So now I'm saving that money. I have more time because I'm not commuting. And, I'm basically working in a quiet environment. I have an amazing, amazing work-life balance. So, guys, this is honestly an amazing opportunity. And, sometimes people may think that, yeah, if I'm working remotely, I might be lonely because I may be lonely because, I'm not really seeing my team members and whatnot. But you get to work with your team members. For instance, Caro and I, we are super close pals, friends. I would love to visit Mexico one day, for example, to meet, my team members. Carol would like to visit South Africa one day. She's always talking about Cape Town. Or well, I'm always talking about Cape Town because it's a beautiful province for me. And so you get to know your team, you have interactions with your team, and yeah. So honestly, from my perspective, working from home is the best decision I have ever made in my life. Career wise, it is, yeah, it's absolutely amazing. And I also have two dogs, so I get to pet my dogs on a daily basis. I love my dogs, and yeah, it's just an amazing opportunity. So with that said, guys, I really hope we get to meet all of you during Jobapalooza. And yeah, Carol, I see that Eric handled the rest of the questions quite well on YouTube and Facebook. So basically from my end, guys, thank you all so much for tuning in. We can't wait to see you guys on the 8th and 9th of September. It's going to be amazing. So please be sure to register now. And yeah, until next time. Thank you so much, guys. Bye
Morne,
bye.
it was really fun to have you here. Thank you so much to everyone that joined. I hope that this was useful. See you guys at the Jobapalooza. Morne, see you later today. And have a great rest of your day, evening, wherever you guys join from. Thank you so much for joining. And don't forget to register.